Good day, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Vise Squad, brought to you by Togens Fly Shop and Dr. Slick. This week, a little terrestrial pattern of a flying ant. Egan's flying ant, I think, is the original name. This is my take on it. So, in the vise, I'm going to put a size 16 Togens Barbless dry hook. We're going to use some 6-aught black Uni Thread today. I don't use this stuff very much. I like it for dries and I like it for foam because it grabs the foam really well. It slides around a little less on it. So we're just going to build a little thread base there, and then I'm going to bring that back forward to the point of the hook. Then what I'm going to do is I have some Lepage gel control glue, and I'm just going to put a little dot of that glue just ahead of that thread. Don't need much, don't want much, just to help hold this little foam post on there. So we're going to use this little foam post. It has a white tip on the front. These are similar to the other foam posts that I use on a parachute. The clean camera, I believe it was. These made by our friends Clint and Kathy at Getting Hooked Lures. Their on goes to 11, so if you're in the market, they've got black, they've got pink, orange, yellow. I'm sure if you asked him, he'd probably get you whatever you wanted. He's a great guy that way. Anyway, we're gonna lay that foam on there, and I'm gonna put the white just ahead of the eye. So we're going to start wrapping that, keeping that foam post on top of the hook. And I'm only going to spin the thread around it for about maybe 1/8 of an inch in here. So we'll just keep going back just a little tighter until we get it on there nice and secure. Now, I'll grab our scissors, and I'm going to cut that butt end off about 1/8 of an inch past the bend of the hook. So there's our body done. This is super simple, and they fish great off the bank under trees. I like fishing terrestrials. I think they're fun to fish. Next, I'm going to grab a piece of, this is yellow Antron yarn. You can use whatever color you like. This just pops really well and you can see it. I like it over white. I think you can see them a little better on the water, especially given it's a mostly black fly. I think it helps you out. So I'm just going to double that over like so, and I'm going to cut it off just ahead of the butt of that fly. You don't need much, just enough to see what you're looking at. Next, I'm going to grab this, a medium ginger hackle. I'm just going to splay out all the fibers on the feather. And then I'm going to cut it off. There's kind of a crappy spot there. And then I'm going to trim the butt end of that hackle like I always do. You can pull the fibers off if you like. I find that this way, trimming them just leaves a little bit of something for your thread to hang on to, like so. And I'm going to tie that hackle in, shiny side to me, on my side of the hook here. A few wraps in, and we'll just trim out that little bit of stem. And then we'll just start wrapping it. You go around 4 or 5, 6 times, whatever you like. And capture that feather. A couple good turns there. And we'll snip that hackle out. Now I'm just gonna reach underneath that front part of the post and put a little bit of a thread dam underneath there just to get that head to stand up. And then we'll just grab our whip finish tool and do a few turns like so, and snip our thread out. Next I'm just going to grab a bit of head cement and just touch those wraps a little bit, the thread wraps a little bit, just to keep them from unwinding. So at this point I guess we'll deal with the trivia question. So whoever can answer this first, below the main feed of the video, I'll send a few of these little ants out to you. I've always got extras kicking around here, we can throw some extras in. So my last week's video was the caddis emerger. This week's question will be, what was the underwing made of? Pretty easy question, just go back and watch through the video and you can find the answer there. So first comment below in this main feed of the main video, we'll get a few of these sent out to you. So this is a pretty short and quick one this week, but fun to fish. I find they fish really well. Thanks to our sponsors, Dr. Slick and Togens, and thanks to Rick with Ghost to 11 for doing such a great job. And thanks to you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch us and support us. We really do appreciate it. It means a whole bunch to us. Until next week, everyone, thanks so much. Have a great week.